All right, Taurus. I really feel like this is a continuation of the first channel message that I channeled on Tuesday. So I'll definitely like pin it down in the comment section or in the description box if you want to go back to that reading, because I do feel like this is a strong part two. What I'm sensing here is a shift in perspective where we're looking at things now from your person's point of view. All right, because if you saw in the first reading, I've done all this shuffling just for these exact three cards. If you remember these cards, these exact three cards ended up at the bottom of the deck: confirmation, the alpha in reverse, and mirror. These three cards was like spirit shouting at me like, hey, listen, read it this way, interpret it this way. So that's exactly what we're going to do in today's reading. If y'all are new, welcome to the channel. If you're returning, welcome back. Your person, Taurus, or maybe your person has Taurus in their chart as well. So I'm going to refer to this as the masculine energy. Okay? The dominant male masculine energy, the dominant, whoever's in the dominant masculine energy, okay, in so many words. They are very deep in their physical 3D experience reality, and I do feel as if everything that the divine feminine may say or do is really impactful, right? During this time, it's like your judgment or perception of this person, wow, is major in their life. What you think of them is major in their life. How you feel they have worked on themselves or haven't worked on themselves is major in their life. This is definitely a masculine energy that holds high esteem and value in your perception of them, and the choices that they make, in you perceiving them as someone that is capable of loving someone that has what it takes to go the distance. They pride themselves on that. I really do genuinely feel that. And I feel as if when this person looks at, I feel like this person is like watching you, investigating you. You get what I'm saying? And they work really hard not to be the version of themselves that they usually are. All right, that's just something that I'm seeing here. It's like this person is pretty much saying they've made a conscious effort, because we have the twin flames here. They've made a conscious effort to really work on themselves and transform parts of themselves that they've been taught should be perceived as of high value, worthy, right? And so they're constantly in this mode of like, okay, yes, right, they want to be in contact with you, they want to talk, they want to have all these different great things as far as relationship, but as far as like marriage and commitment, that's something that they cannot commit to. They just don't feel like they're supposed to with this Wheel of Fortune energy. And I feel like they're meant to be committed to their purpose. They're meant to be committed to their calling and keep their burdens very light as a part of that, as a part of their spiritual purpose. I do feel like they have a spiritual purpose here to remain committed to why they came here, no matter what, no matter who they love, where they meet, or anything like that. And so the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse is pretty much telling me that when things get too complicated, or it's really hard for them to focus on working and doing what it is that they know they need to do, okay, for them to show up for their job, their work, or their schedule, they have to just like hang it up, put it on hold, back burner energy. And this is one of the biggest things that some people would say, oh, that's just a cop out. We do what we want to do, or X, Y, and Z. I'm not speaking to the average Joe here. I'm speaking to people with great purpose and responsibility. The people that changes laws, the people that use their influence and their power not just for themselves but for humanity. There is a very significant difference between the two, right? Why are you here and what your purpose is for this collective is greater than just signing up for a driver's license at the DMV, putting together the most, beautiful wedding and inviting all your friends and family. These are the people that work so hard so that everyone else can come home after they clock in. You know what I'm saying? And have sweet dreams. And so there is a lot of sacrifice that comes for these types of fixed birth charts, these types of fixed journeys. And they will meet a lot of obstacles along the way. I feel like someone is saying, you can read me like a book. I'm open. I have nothing to hide. I am who I am. Take it or leave it. I think that this person has it's like, how do I explain it? Picking up strong Gemini energy, even though the lover's not out here. All right, so we have strong Scorpio, we have strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Taurus. And the reason why I'm bringing up these archetypes are because we're talking about personality traits, right? And the parts are aspects of ourselves that are highly prevalent in certain ways in which we respond to situations. And that's why I'm seeing here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's someone is very stubborn. You are very stubborn. Okay? You channel a lot. You channel a lot. You do a lot. You do not really allow anyone to connect with you. I feel like you have an overflow of knowledge, wisdom, and different things like that you may tend to kind of like neglect yourself to continue. It's almost like you have so much that could be described as you may be diagnosed with ADHD as well. Like you have all this fire. And so your way of cooling down all of this fire channeling through you, passion channeling through you, is to get it out and express it and allow it to express itself in so many different ways. Otherwise, it would be like imploding on yourself. It would be like, it may bring out the negative personality traits about yourself. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a key. I feel like someone has the key to their own healing process, right? And the way in which that they're figuring it out is kind of by like watching you work, or watching you while you work, or you could be watching them while they work. You get what I'm saying? And it's helpful. It's very helpful. But we do have a situation here. Okay? Here is the situation. Which one is which one? Who is who here? That's how I feel. Like, who is who? Like someone it's like saying you. It's saying you. You are so stubborn to the point where you something about like paternity issues, or someone may not know. They may be like considering like who the pappy is or who the father is. I don't know. Someone could have a situation that's going on with I heard, a slip up. All right, so you may want, if you've had a slip up, if you've had some concern, you may be wanting to ask some questions about why something didn't work, why something ended. If they were, I don't know, I feel like somebody has, there's an energy that puts your fire out. Relationships stuff out the fire that you have inside of you. Cuts you off from that burning bush, that communication with source on a regular basis. And it comes from those connections not wanting you to be alone, feeling as if they become suspicious that you're waiting for better, they're not enough. And so there's maybe this person used to be that type of way, but they, through this ultimate mirror, they may see a lot of themselves in you, extremely successful person energy here. And so they remember that version of themselves, and they're like, I remember when I used to be that guy, that girl, right? It never ends well. This is also what brought this person on their self-love journey. It never ends well. You end up, the aspiration for relationship and commitment, it comes at a sacrifice to your purpose. Because whoever you try to date that is not emotionally secure yet, they could be grown, but they still have King of Cups in reverse type of tendencies where they don't have their head on straight. They got their head in the ass. Always looking at you, thinking that you're trying to manipulate them, suspicious about you trying to be with someone else, trying to spiritually tap in when you just trying to spend quality, time to yourself, right? In order for you to continue cultivating that fire, you gotta spend a lot of time alone. And a lot of times people take it personally when you're not available to them. It's hard to have friends. It's hard to be in relationships because it's like, oh, you're a horrible friend because you're never accessible when I need you. And then when you do pop out, or you do come out of your isolation and your spirit, your moments of spiritual upgrades and downloads, are looking at you still scorned from the last season where you were so busy that you didn't have time for them. So they're waiting on the opportunity to finally treat you how they feel like you treated them. And so it becomes spite and envy. And those are never your intentions. Never your intentions. And then they accuse you of just caring about your career and switching up and not wanting to take nobody with them, with you and stuff like that. And you have to be the strong one, and you have to be the one to say, I let you go, I release you. And then you come across connections where you meet someone that doesn't do what you do, right? Let's say now you're meeting someone that don't really know how to take your spiritual beliefs. They don't really know how to process your mysticism. Okay, they don't really know how to, because you're not really available. So then they look at you like, oh, it'll never work. So your dating life has been all fucked up. It's been hell, okay? Because it's like, oh, you're not really going to have time because you have all these other obligations. When I call you, you don't pick up. And so that controlling person, or that person that expects someone to be available to them, is why they don't want you necessarily doing the things that They don't really want you tapping into the spiritual realm. They don't want you tapping into the spiritual realm because they have strong belief systems about what the duty of a man or what the duty of a woman is, you know. They have certain childhood memories of maybe growing up in a broken home, and they don't want their child to grow up in a broken home, you know. It's giving me that type of like, hey, in order for us to work, you're going to have to give up that spiritual practice that you do. You're going to have to give up your, you know, you can still believe in those things, but you're going to have to give up tapping into certain things and just kind of like, it's giving me this energy of like, choose me, want to be with me, get a regular job, do something regular. And so even though someone sees you as a great candidate because they feel like they know you, it's effortless, it's not even hard, you know. But the hard part about it is because of their schedule and how hard they work, they're looking for someone that wants to be their peace. When they get off work, they get to decompress. You see what I'm saying? And have that consistency. That's what I see here. But they don't really like the idea of whatever, like aliens, spiritual practices, or any of those things. They're like, oh yeah, that'll never work. So I do feel like someone is kind of shocked here that you may be into divination or spiritual practices like that. They're a little shocked. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. So it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's intense. So someone is thinking excessively, like, should I cut this off now or should I let it go on? You know, is this an opportunity that I want to engage in, or should I move on? And like I said, the other person here that wants commitment, marriage, long-term longevity, all those things, and they're accepting your spiritual practices and beliefs, and they just want to go with you, is very clingy. I think this person is more afraid of you having adventures and going and meeting someone that you could go out here and just, someone feel like you run in the streets and they want you to stop running the streets. I've been making plans. So you, like I said, you have some choices here, but like I said, these are all grown people. The Knight of Wands. Some of you guys may have said, you know what? I've come to the conclusion that this path that I've taken and the journey that I'm taking, I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. But I do feel like people that like you end up not liking you. You become too much. You can see too much. You know too much. And it's just, I don't even want to call it scary. It's more or less like, yeah, I'm not trying to do all that. It's not even intimidating. It's just, it just is what it is. Channel messages for Taurus. Stuck energy. What I told you. That's the best way to describe this frequency over here. It's just stuck. Try to be with them, you're going to be stuck. I feel like this is a connection that would shorten your days on Earth. Just to be honest. And then we have increase. What is this? Action. Wow. Okay. So I see someone seizing the opportunity with you at the height of your career, at the height of your purpose, at the height of whatever you do, right on your yellow brick road, when you are about to make it to a major accomplishment in your life. After going through so much adversity, after persevering over so many obstacles, you are going to run into a situation where someone takes action towards you. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. They take action. I get this sense of, this is my opportunity. I didn't see it when I had it the first time, but this is my opportunity. So you or someone else is saying, this is my opportunity. I was too busy last time. I was too caught up last time. I was whatever last time, but this is my opportunity. I'm not working right now. This could be someone taking time off work, PTO, or something like that. This is a very grand gesture for some type of vacation. I don't feel like you have to travel far. I feel like somebody may be planning to come near you, or vice versa. Someone hasn't quite determined how they want to do this, but it's like they have all these resources, they have all this money, they have all these things that they have ever wanted, and they haven't really given themselves permission to really enjoy it. So they've been abstaining, restricting themselves from really having fun and just working, and now this is time off from work. Okay. Decompress. And I do feel like if this person is not telling you like, oh, like, I don't want you to listen to divination, or I don't want you to do divination, anything like that, I feel like somebody is more or less saying like, can you take time off of work like me? You know, can you take time off of your busy schedule? Do you have some exclusivity time? I feel like someone's going to reveal that to you. I feel like you can expect someone to offer you like time away from work, or doing something that you do for work repetitiously. Now, let's say, for example, this is someone that is not going to be able to come with you. They wish they could, but they can't. They may just like send you something like with a happy note or something. It's like, hey, treat yourself, take yourself time off of work, you know, do something nice for yourself. They may just give you something like that. Yeah, like time away from work. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So you don't have to work so hard. So I'm seeing disgruntled customers, or somebody may be aware that like the seasons are about to get really dark soon. Or there's going to be like, it's like a compensation for the frequency that's about to come your way. There's something about a frequency that may be about to come your way, and it's going to be overwhelming. And due to that overwhelming excessive use to try to manipulate and attack you, someone is going to, like, little do you know, without you knowing, someone is going to come in and do like some type of grand gesture for you, as a way for you to, yes, it feels like this could be in secret. For like you to take because you know the sun and the moon is like a moment of eclipse. So I feel like something around the eclipse may be significant. During the period of an eclipse, this would be what we would describe as a spiritual eclipse, where the sun and the moon are at perfect harmony and time stands still. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to do. It's a spiritual eclipse happening. Yeah, this is so you don't get hurt or caught up in some type of, it feels like spiritual rituals while you're going through a transition, like the energy is transition, but this is harvesting season, okay, from emotions. And I feel like you are the Six of Pentacles. Y'all know how I feel about the Six of Pentacles. Y'all know how I feel about the Six of Pentacles. That is lessons and blessings, okay? So your purpose of lessons and blessings, it's there's a season that has to pass over. Okay, Passover could be coming near, or we could be entering into Passover. I don't know. And it's like those that haven't done the work, they're about to go through stages of grief, is what I'm hearing. Like a dissension here. And to avoid you from descending is with them, you're gonna have to partake in unleavened bread. Okay, don't let things get a rise out of you. And I feel like to avoid things rising, this is coming in. This is being spiritually brought in for you, and it is coming from a soulmate energy. Okay, yeah, what I told you, 4 of Wands, soulmate energy. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. I know it's hard. I know what you're doing ain't easy, but I got you. You good. You're good over here, okay? You may not have to understand it or respect it. I hear somebody saying this. I may not have to understand it or respect it, or I may not understand it or really know much about it, but I respect it. Type of energy, and it's really just, it's nice. It feels very nice. It feels very calm, and so I'm gonna leave it right here. Okay, if you guys need a personal reading for the month of November, I have personal specials going on for November, so get it while it's hot, and all of that information is listed down in the description box. Love you guys. Bye.